We would all love to live a lavish, stress-free lifestyle with breathtaking views from our mansions. But have you ever wondered how those in power or who were in power live, and in particular the former UK Prime Ministers? What kind of houses do they own and where do they reside? You might think it's 10 Downing Street, but well, this is just the British Prime Minister's official residence and workplace, the office that supports the Prime Minister in developing and implementing the government's overall strategy. So where exactly do they live and what kind of mansions do they reside in? Well, without further ado, let's get started. Number 5. David Cameron. David William Donald Cameron is a British politician and lobbyist who held the position of Conservative Party leader from 2005 to 2016, as well as the post of Prime Minister of the UK from 2010 to 2016. But where exactly has he been residing following his resignation? Well, when Cameron was elected as the MP for Witney, Oxfordshire, together with his wife, he purchased a home for £650,000 in 2001, which they immediately moved into after Cameron resigned as Prime Minister. Its current estimated value is around £1.5 million. The house's interior, where they live with their 3 children, Florin, Elwyn and Nancy, is just stunning. The house's exterior is decorated with climbing plants, which adds to its unique charm. The outdoor seating area also appears to be the ideal place to unwind. Their home in the Cotswolds appears to be cozy and warmly decorated, and to make the living area feel truly cozy, it's decorated simply with rustic materials. The coffee table is stacked with periodicals, and the walls are framed with still life paintings of various subjects. However, Samantha Cameron claimed that the Cotswolds house the couple has owned for more than 16 years was somewhat falling down. Therefore, embattled David Cameron is constructing an upscale man cave in his £2 million Cornish getaway, which will be the ideal spot for him to get away from the pressures of the lobbying controversy engulfing him. The 1,140 square feet of floor area in the wooden-clad building could accommodate a badminton court, though I would say it's far more likely it would eventually house a snooker table. Number 4. Theresa May. From 2016 until 2019, Theresa May, Lady May, a British politician, led the Conservative Party and served as Prime Minister of the UK. She has also represented Maidenhead in Berkshire as a Member of Parliament since 1997 and held the position of Home Secretary in the Cameron administration from 2010 to 2016. Her timely resignation on July 24, 2019 ended her reign. But where exactly do you suppose May resides with an estimated $2.5 million net worth? Well, the residence of Theresa May is in Sonning, England. The typical home costs around £1 million. She lives in a small, affluent community teeming with hotshot celebrities. There are several sports stars, Hollywood A-listers, and a well-known barrister who all reside there. A magnificent 18th century flour mill that has been transformed into a dinner theatre is one of its most popular attractions. Before witnessing a show in the comfort of its 215-seat air-conditioned auditorium, theatre-goers can have a delicious home-cooked supper. The lovely gardens of Sonning Loch provided with the ideal towpath strolling destination. It comes as no surprise that May's close neighbours include George Clooney and his wife, as they ended up moving to Berkshire in 2014. The location is truly breathtaking. Data from Rightmove shows that homes in the village sell for an average of £996,000, so it's quite obvious that the village would appeal to wealthy individuals. Famous people who reside there love a calm life in Sonning, away from the cameras they draw in busy cities worldwide. Number 3. Boris Johnson. From 2019 to 2022, Boris Johnson, a UK politician, held the positions of Prime Minister of the UK and leader of the Conservative Party. After recently listing their townhouse on the market, Boris and his partner Carrie are reportedly looking for the ideal home and are thought to have their sights set on a charming South London neighbourhood. With his ex-wife Marina Wheeler, Johnson paid £690,000 for the old farmhouse, which is a 4-bedroom country home in Oxfordshire. The house was once advertised as a long-term rental for £5,156 per month and is currently thought to be rented out. The fairy tale cottage has 2,659 square feet of interior space on 2 stories, which includes a sizable living area, a dining area, and a roomy galley kitchen with a modest breakfast area at one end that could easily be converted into a hip coffee station or an in-home bar. Thanks to its ornate wood details and adjacent bathroom, the master suite is one of the house's most alluring spaces. Just imagine waking up every single morning to a bright and gorgeous environment. The house is worth a lot of money, as you could probably imagine. The Daily Mail estimates that the cottage is worth £1.2 million. The peaceful hamlet of North Weston, surrounded by lovely meadows and rolling hills, is a world apart from the bustle of Downing Street. Since the epidemic, demand for country properties has increased as city inhabitants seek an alternative lifestyle lifestyle in homes like Boris's. Beautiful, unobstructed views of the countryside may be spotted from the backyard's stunning tennis court and swimming pool. Also, despite its rural location, it provides quick and easy access to the M40 motorway and the National Rail line, which can take commuters in just over 35 minutes to Marylebone Station in downtown London. Number 2. Liz Truss. British politician Mary Elizabeth Truss held the position of Prime Minister of the UK from September 6th this year to just October 25th. She served as Prime Minister for the shortest period of time in British history, just 50 days, before quitting amid a political and financial crisis. But with a reported net worth of $9.4 million, where would you think Liz Truss resides? Well, she currently lives in Thetford in Norfolk. According to reports, Miss Truss paid just £180,000 12 years ago for the 3-bedroom detached house in the market town, which is located just 30 miles outside of Norwich and served as the setting for the TV show Dad's Army. Miss Truss owns this home in Norfolk as well as one in Greenwich, southeast London. She's resided in the neighbourhood for almost 15 years with a husband and 2 daughters. Interestingly, the first and longest serving female Prime Minister in history, Margaret Thatcher, was Truss's idol. Thatcher's wardrobe included items from British brands, and Truss appears to have done the same. In her political career, she's had various UK-based designers work for her, including on campaign clothes. Number 1. Rishi Sunak. The new UK Prime Minister is Rishi Sunak, a former Chancellor. Since just a couple of days ago, he's held the positions of Prime Minister of the UK and leader of the Conservative Party, but just how wealthy is Sunak? Well, the Times of London calculated Mr. Sunak and his wife Akshata Murthy to be worth more than $800 million this year, ranking them among the 250 richest individuals or families in the UK. The 42-year-old lawmaker is accustomed to living in the centre of London and is familiar with the famous Westminster Street. With his wife Akshata Murthy and their 2 daughters, Rishi Sunak presently resides in a £6.6 million Mews mansion in Kensington. The Daily Express, a British daily newspaper, reports that the 4-storey West London home's 4 bathrooms and 2 reception rooms give the family more space than they need. The Kensington Mews has access to a city garden that provides some seclusion in the capital in addition to the house's interior. Oh, and by the way, Rishi Sunak reportedly redecorated the condo on his dime before relocating to his new residence. Sunak owns another property besides his primary residence on Old Brompton Road in the Chelsea district. This place is seen as a holiday home for visiting family members. However, Rishi Sunak will now reside in 10 Downing Street, at least for the time being, in addition to Czech Airs, the British Prime Minister's official country estate. So, evidently, with great power comes money that builds great homes. Anyway, in your opinion, who among them has the fanciest house and who's living the most lavish life? Be sure to comment down below and let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Remember, this is where we discuss the famous, rich, and powerful. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.